Good afternoon, Bobcats. Mr. Flato here. Welcome back to another great week at the Helena Middle School. Today's Bob lesson, brand new material coming at you with today. And this material really has been inspired by, more than anything, last 12 years of being a school counselor and seeing kids when they get into seventh grade, get into eighth grade. And one of the things that I feel like a lot of times is really missing is kids that don't have a vision or don't have a goal of what they want for their life or where they want their life to head to. We've got several different groups, types of kids in our building. We have kids that just show up every day, do their thing in school, follow expectations, meet expectations, do their schoolwork, turn their schoolwork in, because that's what they've maybe been conditioned to do since they were a child. We have other kids that do it because they do have goal, vision, something they want to accomplish, somewhere they want to get to in their life. And then we have kids that start to question, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this. I don't have goals. I don't have a vision. And one of the things that I really started to realize is that students start to get sidetracked a little bit in seventh and eighth grade if they don't have that goal or they don't have that vision of what they want their life to be. Growing up, going to school at HMS, living in Helena, living in Montana, you kids are so lucky that I firmly believe you can create anything that you want for your life. You can become whatever it is that you want to in life. You have all the support, all the tools around you to achieve any of that. It's just deciding what it is that you want your life to be. And so, yes, there are times where you wake up in the morning and you maybe don't want to come to school, or you don't have the energy, or you don't have the motivation to do it. And for a lot of those kids, I think what gets you through it, when I wake up every day, and maybe there's days I'm tired, what is my motivation from doing it? And I think it all comes back to having a vision, having a goal for your life. You kids being sixth graders, spring of sixth grade year, you're getting to the point where your worldview is starting to open up a little bit, hopefully, and you're starting to see that there's so many incredible opportunities out there. It just comes down to, do you have a goal? Do you have a vision? And then are you going to go find out what it takes? So hope you guys like this video. Hope it's inspiring to you. Hope you have a great week. All right, let's get rocking and rolling on this week's Bob lesson. I'm naming this The Importance of Creating a Vision. That vision would be for your life, obviously. But first, let's be our best this week at HMS. Let's be Bob. Let's be safe. Let's be responsible. Let's be respectful. Let's be a learner.
Them don't even have long-term goals. I used to think it was a silly waste of time to think about a vision for my life. Who does that? It seemed too touchy-feely, too Tony Robbins-ish. But then, as I started learning how to change my life and my habits, I realised something. People avoid creating a vision for their lives because they believe the exercise is futile. Why make a vision when it's impossible to accomplish these things anyway? I've also noticed something over the past several years. The most interesting, accomplished people I know all have a vision for their lives. They seem to know what comes next, like they've seen the future. On the other hand, people I meet or know who are stuck and have that hopeless look in their eyes, like they're just passing time in life without joy or aspiration. Those people don't have a vision. In fact, many of them don't even have long-term goals. This was painfully clear at my recent high school reunion. Does having a vision make you better able to change your life, or does being able to change your life make having a vision possible? Being able to change your life and having a vision for it are the yin and yang of living a great life. They're interdependent and complementary of one another. One will jumpstart the other. Find the motivation to change your life and you'll be able to create a vision for it. Or create a vision for your life and then learn how to change it. What's the difference between a life vision and long-term goals? Goals are individual experiences and accomplishments you strive for. A vision is the bigger picture. Your life's vision defines who you want to be, what do you want to be known for, and the set of experiences and accomplishments you aim for. Your vision helps define the goals by giving you a framework to evaluate those goals. Your vision becomes your why. Your vision should aim to answer questions like, what life do you want to have lived at age 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80? What kinds of people do you want to be surrounded by? What do you believe you're capable of in life? What are the greatest things you could accomplish, given the right circumstances, resources and motivation? What do you wish you could change about the world? What could you contribute to the world that would make you feel proud and content? When you die, what would you want people to say and remember about you? In fact, start by answering those questions and your vision should be easy to create. How to create your life's vision. First, you need to identify what matters in life. This is where that college philosophy class should come in handy. You need to go deep and existential here. What is the real meaning of life? How should you live your life? Your answer to what matters in life won't be perfect, and that's okay. The point is to put a stake in the ground to work towards, and you can change your answer whenever you review your life's vision. Regardless of your answer, there will be things you want to do or be, and there are resources needed to support those experiences and accomplishments. Next, make a list of the categories of things that matter to you. Here are the categories currently on my list: health, exercise, diet, mindfulness, perspective, ability, skills, knowledge, character, relationships, curate and cultivate them, time, using what time you have wisely, wealth, creating the value necessary to support goals, experiences, accomplishments, contentment, being happy with who you are, perhaps the ultimate goal. Your list can and should look different. It's all about what matters to you and what you want out of your brief time on this planet. Now, for each of your categories, write down what you want or need from each. Think about the things you want to accomplish or experience, and work backwards to understand how the other categories should support your life's vision. Finally, craft a statement that describes what your ideal life looks like. I know, it might seem cheesy, but this entire exercise can be incredibly fun and rewarding. I just refreshed my life's vision while on vacation in Hawaii for 10 days. It was the perfect setting to get all introspective. Your vision statement will consist of an overall description of your ideal life, combined with a list of areas that matter most, and high-level goals for each area. What's next? If all you do is this exercise, you will likely see some benefits, as your vision will stick in the back of your mind and you'll unconsciously work towards it. However, if you want the best chance of making your vision happen, you'll need to go further. You need to build a system for yourself, where you review your vision and goals regularly and update your action plan for accomplishing those goals. Your main priority should be making your system a habit. Something that you do no matter what, that you don't have to think about or remind yourself about. Start with calendar reminders and task list items, and build life planning time into your daily and weekly routines until it becomes habit.
All right, I saw that YouTube video and thought that it fit perfectly great, laid a great foundation for thinking about your vision. And so I wanted to expand on that a little bit, and we're not going to do this formally, but something, if you're into this, something to think about. Write down a statement that describes what you living your ideal life would look like at each of the following ages. How about this time next year? Setting a vision, setting a goal for this time next year, what would it look like? And then looking at mid-high school, sophomore, junior year of high school, 18 years old when you're an adult and you're out on your own. And again, school is preparing you for the adult world. And then 25, 35 years old, 50 years old, 70 years old, and write down a statement of what you would like your life to look like. And to kind of help, I grabbed a few of the different categories that you can break your life down into, and expanding on some of these at every grade level or every age level of happiness. What would make you happy and content? What would that look like? What would other people think? Health. What would your health look like? What are some goals you need to do to be healthy? What would your wealth status look like? Obviously, that's making, when you're an adult, having a job, doing some of those things, maximizing and developing your natural abilities, if that's important to you. Relationships, what do your relationships look like? Time, how much free time do you have? What are some experiences that you would like to have and incorporate into your life? Any accomplishments? And then I think maybe the most important one is purpose. Again, the point of this activity is for those days that it's tough to get up, for those days that you question what's going on in life, why do we have to do this? And also, as you get a little bit older, I see this all the time, and I didn't do a good enough job in the intro, but there are also lots of traps coming up in life, lots of things that you can get sidetracked with, lots of things that I see kids get caught up with. And I really believe that if you don't have a vision, if you don't have goals, if you don't have a reason to do the right things in life, it gets easier to get caught up in some of those traps. So identifying what your vision is, identifying what it is that you want for your life, I think it's so critically important. All right, this week's Jelly Bean Question of the Week winners: Ida Janes, Connor Murphy, Nikolai Edinburgh, Logan Rowe, Jackson Lockett, Winston Leonard, both the 6th grade Bushillas, and Severin Skolrud. The first number, when spelled backwards, that makes a common word, that would be 10 or net. All right, this week's Jelly Bean Question of the Week: if March 3rd, November 11th, and September 9th are all the same, then what day would fit with October? If you think you know the answer, submit your answer to the Bob box. Get it turned in by the end of the week. Tune in for the next Bob lesson to see if you're a winner. All right, Bobcats, let's make it a great week at the Helena Middle School.